Cool. Hey there, tribe. Thank you so much for all your support. My name's Meg. This is Lily, who's on the couch over there. I think she's had her workout for the day. I have just completed a little 30-minute HIIT interval workout, which I will tag on the end of this video. But this will be a short 15-minute Yin Yoga practice for those who don't have time, or that you can do at the end of like the session that I just did. It is so important to look after our bodies and the fascia and the connective tissue that lie underneath the muscle. If we are constantly doing all the time and we're constantly pushing our bodies and striving and using our muscles and moving really fast, we're just going to load up on our stress and tension, and we're going to break and we're going to get injured. But not only that, our mind's going to be messy too. We're going to feel things such as anxiety and stress. We're not going to be clear. We're not going to be able to make decisions. We won't be able to sleep well because we've got so much going on, because we're constantly practicing being fast. So this practice is designed for those of you that don't have time, and generally, like myself, when I first started Yin Yoga, I never had time for it. I always had better things to do, and most certainly, I was the kind of person that needed the Yin Yoga the most. So whenever we say we don't have time, you're the person that needs to do longer so that you can actually start to calm and bring down your nervous system so that you can heal. So we're simply going to start. Now I'm going to use my dog's lead. You can use whatever, that's just what was here right now, to use it for my hamstrings, but we are going to start in an open butterfly position. I'm not going to use any props for this one today. Hello. So we're actually going to start on our mats with the soles of the feet together and lying down on our backs, and we're going to bring the arms above the head into a Y. So we're going to start our first Yin Yoga pose here, allowing the knees to drop open to the side, and the target area that we're working on, of course, is our groin and our adductors, and trying to really open up the space of the hips in an external rotation. Now I ask you to gently close down your eyes. Let all your bones become heavy. And simply notice the rise and fall of your breath. The most simple form of meditation is through our breath. Trying not to stop the constant chatter of our thoughts. That is impossible. We'll never ever be able to do that. It's not about fighting the thought. More so yielding with them, surrendering. And giving yourself permission to shift your attention from your thought to this next breath in. So on your next inhale, follow the breath from the nostrils into the throat, the chest, the lungs, the rib cage, and the belly. And as you breathe out, follow the exhale from the belly, the rib cage, the lungs, the chest, the throat, and back out the nostrils. And every single time you find yourself attached in thought, and you will, rather than judge it or criticize it, just take a moment to come back to here by repeating the words, I know I'm breathing in. And I know I'm breathing out. Take 5 more breaths like that. Full breath in, full breath out. Bringing your hands back by the side of your knees and gather your knees with your hands so you're supported. And very, very gently just giving yourself a little bit of a hug here, nothing too intense, just a very, very gentle squeeze. Being that this is only a short video, I'm not going to do too many rebounds in this practice. We're just going to move through. And from here, actually going to come straight into reclined pigeon, putting the left sole of the foot down the ground, bringing the right heel across onto that left quad. You can always use a wall to do this, or you can come into pigeon pose or sleeping swan if you know it. But again, I want to keep this really nice and simple and available to everybody. So starting to reach through to catch your shin or the back of your leg. If that is too much, just push open your right knee with your right hand and then let your head rest on something. So for those of us that are really tight into the shoulders, too much being on our phones, too much computer work, or just simply even sort of lack of confidence, we'll actually bring our shoulders forward. We'll close off our heart. So allow your head to rest on something and lean back and close your eyes. And let yourself surrender. If at all you experience any knee pain into the right, please flex that right foot. And I'm going to stay pretty quiet through this practice. I've got other practices, of course, on my channel where I do talk a lot more into the practice of yin. So please, just a reminder to please subscribe to my videos or like the videos and subscribe to my channel. It allows me to help you more as well. I do put time and effort into bringing these to you, and I hope that if you enjoy it as much as I do, we can support each other. So please don't be afraid to check out my other Yin Yoga videos, which do dive into the practice of Yin and why we hold them for so long, and what actually happens into the tissue, the connective tissue and the fascia over time. It is the only practice that allows that part of the body, the structure that lies underneath the muscles, to finally let go and give our body and mind some space by creating change into our nervous system just by being still. 5 more breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Unravel the legs. I'm going to show 2 different variations for this one. Again, you can use anything here. I've just got a band from the one that I just did before, so I'm going to use that. We're getting into our hamstrings, so same leg, so we're bringing the right leg up and the left leg goes down. Dressing down straps are really good, and we're not trying to really bring that foot down. It's very, very different to what you do in a young class or a stretch. You're just coming to that first point of sensation where you feel the insertion point of the hamstring, the back of the knee and the glute stretch. And you can either stay there, but if you don't have a strap, what you can do is bring the right leg out in front. This is personally my favorite, the left leg over the top, and come into our half shoelace pose, placing both hands underneath the knee and just slightly folding forward. Sometimes you might not even need to fold forward to feel this in your hamstring. I remember when I first started this pose, I was here. My hamstrings were that tight. So things change over time, but we must be patient. So let go of the strain and the struggle, especially in Yin. It is the complete opposite to the world we live in. So let go, soften, breathe. Give yourself permission to move from striving to simply arriving. When we just appreciate what's here now, no matter how it is, let go of the body struggles, let go of the idea for yourself to look any different. Let go of the idea that when you lose 5 or 10 kilos, you'll be happy. Let go of the idea that when I have this job, this house, this life, you'll be happy. It's already here. So breathe in the words. I choose to accept what is. And exhale. I let go of trying to find something else. Take 5 more breaths. Notice how good that feels in your body. Take 1 more inhale and an exhale. Very, very slowly coming up, and we are going to do 1 more shape here before we repeat on the other side, just because of this was following the little hip workout that I just did. Again, I'll tag it in there. We did a lot of work through the adductors. So coming out to a wide leg forward fold, your legs will look different to mine. They'll look different to everybody else. So you find a straddle position that works for you. Prop up your bum with a cushion if you need. Take an inhale, and then wherever you are, just fold forward, trying not to strive. Just let yourself melt. And we're just going to be here for about 1.5 minutes, so 10 delicious breaths. Try to let go. So take your eyes off the screen. This is about you. This whole practice is about you. You are your biggest teacher, not me. And over time, you'll find that your body will start to soften and surrender with practice. The same goes for the words we speak. If we are continuously practicing putting ourselves down, judging ourselves, comparing ourselves, not thinking that we are enough, then my friend, that's just going to continue until you decide to pull that up. Nobody else can do that for you. And that's where the practice of the breath comes in. The moment you catch yourself in a self-sabotaging thought, say the words, I know I'm breathing in, and then pause. And as you breathe out, you have an opportunity to make a different choice. Simply choose to be kind. 5 more breaths wherever you are. Let go. Few more breaths. Engage your belly, pull it to the spine, and slowly come up. This is so important in any forward fold, but in any Yin Yoga practice. Take a moment to be still, bringing yourself back down to the ground. We move to the other side, and already, again, I just did a really quite intense HIIT workout, bringing the left heel on top of the right quad. So either here, pushing left thigh open or reaching through. My whole energy has changed, and it's only taken 10 minutes. I was jumping around, throwing weights, ridiculously sweaty and in my sympathetic nervous system, and putting my body under stress and tension. And now coming into here, and I feel really nice and calm and relaxed and at ease. So just spending 10 minutes in breath and being still, you can shift yourself out of any anxiety and stress or fear or doubt or worry. But you've got to take the time. Doesn't take long. I never had time to be still before. I always had stuff to do I was too busy doing, and I personally didn't want to stop because the mental chatter was too loud. I didn't want to be alone with my thoughts. So I would numb or I would run away from them, choosing anything and everything to dim down the noise of my mind. And with practice, I learned to sit with it. And I practiced being there, acknowledging the thoughts, but understanding that they're not me. They don't define me. I was letting them define me. But Michael Singer says in his book, The Untethered Soul, know that you are the one inside, and we have a soul. And when you learn to understand that you are not the thought, that you are the one watching the thought, it starts to become so much easier. Take one more breath, and then exhale, let it go. Slowly unravel, bring that left foot up. So if you're using the strap, please take yourself into that hamstring stretch. If you are in half shoelace like I was, then slowly bringing yourself up. The right leg comes over this time. Support yourself underneath the knee joint with two hands so that you don't hyperextend. And then take a breath in and then exhale, fold. And only if that feels okay, then let your hands go. So Yin Yoga taught me so much. It taught me to love myself again. Over time, I slowed down, I paused, and I started to let the thoughts be there with kindness and compassion, and I let them come up to feel them in order to heal. I decided that I didn't want to push them down anymore, and that the more I pushed them down, the sicker I was getting. So give yourself permission. We have to talk about the things that are challenging for us. We all go through tough times. We all have stuff that happens in our life that we push down, and they're called samskaras. They create blockages in our body. And these blockages is just energy that's circling around, and it has to come out somewhere. So if we continually push this energy down in these blockages, it's going to come out physically, such as injuries or inflammation, gut health, autoimmune diseases, skin conditions, loss of hair, poor sleep, anxiety, stress, depression. Let it come up and let it come out with a sense of compassion. Take 5 more breaths. Being that this is only a short Yin Yoga class today, I'm not going to finish in a Shavasana, but we are going to finish seated. So take one more full breath in and a breath out. Engage the belly, slowly come up. Crossing your legs to whatever feels comfortable here. We're just going to take a little twist, so bringing the right hand outside the left knee. Take 3 breaths here, long spine. Coming back to the center, change sides. And just spending 1 minute in a meditation. So finding somewhere where you're comfortable, shut down the eyes. And just allowing your body to feel good, wherever that is. I quite like to sit on a cushion. I don't really have one here in front of me, but you find what you need. And just closing down your eyes and returning to the breath. And all I want you to do here is breathe in the words, I feel. And whatever that is, I feel peace, I feel calm, I feel energetic, I feel compassion, I feel forgiveness, I feel love, I feel gratitude. Whatever that is, breathe in the words, I feel. Pause. And then exhale, I choose to let go of. Let something go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just stay with that. Your mind is telling you to get up and continue on with your to-do list. You are the person that I'd really love to stay. You're the person that just needs to be still for a couple of moments. Give yourself permission. Let it feel good. We have enough busy, enough fast that goes on around us. The more you practice pausing, the easier it becomes off your mat. Take 3 more breaths. Last breath in, I feel. Breathe out, I choose to let go of. Notice how you feel in your body, the shoulders, the hips, and the mind. This is always available to you. If you want to stay a little longer, stay. Again, this is a reminder, please subscribe. The reason I ask is so that I can help you. I put time and effort into these videos and I hope that you enjoy them just as much as I do. So please hit the subscribe button and like and comment with anything else that you wish to see. Jump on my Instagram page, watch _ya_language for loads more on body positivity. I'm really talking about our the way we see ourselves on there at the moment and what goes on in the filtered world. So Snapchat and selfie dysmorphia are a real thing, and it's leading to nearly 30% of sufferers committing suicide. It's a big thing that I'm talking about in my book, Watch Your Language. So please jump on my Facebook page and Instagram if you are after a lot of body positivity affirmations and how you can start to talk to yourself a hell of a lot better. Thanks again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Namaste.